all good too, so niche designer, Middle Eastern perfumes. Here's my review.
Hola friends, mi gente, ¿cómo están? Espero que muy bien. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing fabulous. I am doing great, and even better now because we're about to hang out and we are going to talk about perfumes. Yes, so I think the last two videos that I've done have been on body mist. You know, we were all looking forward to Bath and Body Works and their new drops, but there are two fragrances that have been with me now, I want to say over 2 weeks. And one of them I've especially gravitated towards, and I've become pretty familiar with it. So I want to talk about it today. And these are the two new releases by French Avenue Aromatix. It's a mouthful. French Avenue Aromatix and Aromatix, or Neeb here on YouTube's, released two of his own fragrances with a house that I actually think very, very highly of. I have a few French Avenue fragrances and I really, really enjoy them. I also really like Neeb. I love his channel. I do think that he tends to gravitate more towards male fragrances and the male point of view with these perfumes, but so many of them are unisex, right? Particularly the Middle Eastern ones. So I can watch his channel and I still learn so much. He makes some amazing recommendations and he just seems like a really nice guy, right? I was watching C Chronicles' trip to Dubai, right, for Beauty World. I think that's what it's called. She headed over there, and in one of the vlogs that she did, she met him and he was just so sweet and so humble. I'm like, you know what? He seems like a really nice guy. So when he shared that he had two fragrances for right now that he's releasing, I said, of course, I would love to support. The first one is Royal Taboo, and that's the one in this gorgeous like brown camel box. I love the camel color and the gold accent, really gorgeous. And then the second one is Carnal Desire, and for this one we have red and gold. I will be speaking about both of them, but I'd like to touch on them separately because I am taking my time with them. These have been such a pleasant and wonderful surprise. They are very, very well made fragrances, super well made. I would say they're like niche quality fragrances, and I'm not just saying that because I like Neeb. I think he's awesome. I am so happy to have these in the collection because I can honestly say they have been a pleasure to wear, to experience, to get to know. I sincerely mean that. And the first one I want to talk about is Royal Taboo. Like I said, look at this packaging. I know some of the folks on Fragrantica don't really care for it. I think it's lovely. I think it is very masculine in its presentation, but it's also just so beautifully done. Look at this. I love the gold accents. This is the back of the box. We have the French Avenue hologram. This one was made December 2024, so just last month. And I really love the way that this opens. The presentation is just lovely. So it opens like this, and the perfume is seated in here. And then this part opens too. How cool is that? And then it's laying like on a cream base. Just beautiful. I really like it. The bottle, let me get it out of the box. Very heavy. Nice feel, super nice feel in weight, but also just like the actual feel of the bottle, the way that you're holding it. It's very easy to hold. Let's take a look at it, right? So we have, like I said, this like camel brown. It's coming off a little tan on camera. It's a little deeper than it's showing on my camera. But here it says Aromatix, French Avenue. This feature is raised past the bottle, so you see it comes past the actual bottle itself. On the back is the name of the perfume again, so it says Royal Taboo, and this feels like stone. It's not glass, it's not plastic, it feels like actual stone. So nice. I love all the beveling too. You know, this kind of reminds me of like a sun. On the top, it says French Avenue. The cap has a little bit of weight. You can tell it's weighted. It's not completely metal. The inside is plastic. The spray was very nice. Very nice mist. This is lovely. This is a very beautiful perfume. Let me tell you the notes for Royal Taboo. I got my handy dandy notebook. This is like I've shared the notebook where I keep all of my fragrance notes, what I think. Royal Taboo opens with cardamom, benzoin, cinnamon, and amber. That's at the top. In the heart of the perfume, tobacco, cashmere wood, jasmine, and heliotrope. And then the base of the fragrance is tonka bean, one of my favorites, patchouli in Spanish, vanilla, and dry wood. Absolutely lovely. A lot of notes I really enjoy quite a lot in here. I really love tonka bean, patchouli. We all love vanilla, right? She's that girl. And I love aromatics like cardamom and cinnamon. Amber, I love the warmth and sweetness of amber. And tobacco is actually a fave as well. I have a few tobacco fragrances. So this fragrance, when I first sprayed it, I got a sense of warmth. It is very warm and ambery. I think this is actually the perfect time of year to wear it in the winter. I would say you could even stretch this into early spring, but it is a very warm fragrance. It even evokes feelings of comfort, like being home, being warm, being safe, being anchored. That's the word that I kept feeling as I, would spray this perfume or wear this perfume. It's very anchoring. So I love it very much. There's something also very calming about it to me. So to me, this opens warm and spicy. So we're getting some of the spice from cardamom. And I think from the tobacco, you're getting that little bit of like sweet spice that's in a tobacco leaf. If you've ever smoked a cigar, sometimes that sweetness will even stay on your lips, but there's this little this bite, this tiny little, I don't want to say that it's a complete bitterness, but there is a spiciness to it, and you can taste it in the tobacco. Again, very inviting, very warm, gorgeous, spicy opening. That amber really pulls through as a top note. I'd say that it stays the entire lifespan of the perfume, and this perfume wears for a long time. This perfume, I want to say you're getting at least like 8 hours, especially if you're spraying it on clothes. I tend not to overspray fragrances, but on clothes, this one hangs around a long time. I actually wore it, and then a few days later I went to do laundry, and I'm like, oh, that smells so nice. Where's that smell coming from? And it was a shirt that I had in the hamper, and it still had the scent of the perfume. So there's that, and then there's this subtle resinous quality in here. It's also sweet, but it's resinous, and it reminds me of tree resin, and it has this golden ambery sweetness to it as well. A lovely resinous quality to it. All of the notes in this perfume are blending together very beautifully. You can pick them out and you can distinguish them, but they are dancing and flowing into one another in such a gorgeous way. This truly feels like a niche fragrance. It is a very, very well blended, well crafted fragrance. Once I get past this warm, spicy, anchoring, ambery presence, the tobacco really begins to shine through. It is a very sweet tobacco. You can smell tobacco, but it is not overpowering. It isn't smoky. It's just very sweet and leafy. It's gorgeous. It's a very beautifully blended, smooth tobacco. I'm also picking up on a jasmine, and the jasmine to me, to my nose, is coming across as a very creamy jasmine. And so when it blends with this tobacco, you have this smooth creaminess of this gorgeous white floral. It is just so pretty, of this gorgeous white floral and this super smooth tobacco. And again, this sweetness, it's not a sugary sweetness. It's the natural sweetness that you pick up if you were to smell a flower. You just know that it's sweet, but there's no sugar. These to me are all very naturally occurring sweet notes or sweet profiles that come from amber and that come from jasmine and vanilla and even tonka, though, you know, tonka has this grassy type of feel to it, and sometimes it also has this milky sweetness that's similar to vanilla, but something about it is a little bit different. Absolutely beautiful. And I also am getting this powderiness. How would I describe it? It's the powderiness of a dry wood, which is at the base. Now this wood to me has a scent that's a little bit camphorous. Something here is also has a little bit of a camphorous type of profile to it. At first I was inclined to say that this was like a sandalwood, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I am getting this like camphorous tone. Absolutely beautiful. Royal Taboo. I really believe that Neeb outdid himself. You know, he should be very proud. This is amazing. This has been such a welcome fragrance. I have had so many duds lately, you know, and perfumes even that I could say, oh, this is nice, but they don't feel like masterful. Does that make sense? You know, you can smell and feel the work that went into this fragrance. At least to me, this is absolutely lovely. Now, I think it projects quite a bit. I want to say at least 3 feet or so. Again, if you overspray, but it is absolutely beautiful on the skin when it becomes a skin scent and it just hugs your skin. There's this milkiness that is absolutely gorgeous. This like a creaminess, I should say, not a milkiness, this creamy quality to this fragrance that is just so lovely. You know what gives me that same feeling? Lactea Divina, or what would be Blanche Bête, right? Not that they smell alike, but there's this creaminess that I smell when it becomes a skin scent that is just intoxicating. It's absolutely beautiful to me. Yeah, there it is. Oh my goodness, it is so gorgeous. It is. I'm like, those two fragrances, I actually compared the notes, right? Blanche Bête and this one. I don't know if maybe there's things in here that they're not revealing to us, but when I tell you the same energy, the same addictive quality that you just want to keep breathing in your skin is in both of those fragrances. I don't own Blanche Bête. I have Lactea Divina and I have Her Confession. And this creaminess that's very addictive, that kind of draws you in and just makes you want to continue to breathe it in. It's a creamy spiciness. It's so beautiful that I'm like, I need to buy the original when it comes to Blanche Bête, because I need to own this, right? Whoever created this, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's a beautiful profile. And I get that same experience from this perfume. This has really, really knocked my socks off. I love it so much. Oh, this is beautiful. This is another one that, you know, to me, I have to tell myself, hey, you have other perfumes to wear, so, you know, back it up. And it does wear or layer really beautifully with Lactea Divina. I tried it because there's that similarity in there to me. Now, when it comes to how unisex, Neeb said that both of these are unisex. I think so. But as I've shared before, I don't shy away from perfumes, from notes, from scents that some folks want to say lean masculine. I don't really like to gender scents, even though I recognize that there are certain scent profiles that, particularly in our culture, are associated more with the masculine. As a woman, if I was going to give this a 1 to 10, with 10 being the most masculine, I want to say that this sits at about a 6. But again, I think it would layer beautifully with a lot of fragrances that I have that, you know, would be considered just feminine. I think any woman could pull this off. This is absolutely lovely. Neeb outdid himself. To me, this is a 10 out of 10. It is a 10 out of 10 how it is right now, without any maturation, without waiting for it to sit. That's what I mean about the quality. There is a quality in here where I could just wear this now. I don't have to wait for it to mature, to get better, to develop, to bloom, or anything like that. It is absolutely lovely as it is right now. Warm, spicy, inviting, creamy, comforting, anchoring. It's absolutely gorgeous, and the blend is beautiful. The notes are like a symphony to me, the way that they just all work together. And that's what I think about Aromatix Royal Taboo. Have you picked this one up? Are you going to? And if you do, please tell me what you think. This is gorgeous. I think they're both absolutely lovely, but there's this mystical note in here that's really captured my attention, and that has really pulled and drawn me in. Now I will say, Carnal Desire, oh my goodness, the other day I smelled, this is how lovely these are. I had sprayed this on a perfume girly paper. Days went by, maybe more than a week. I went back and smelled that paper, and it was absolutely gorgeous. I was like, what smells like that? And it was the paper. It still had the fragrance on it. So we'll talk about this one as well. I just wanted to give each of them their flowers separately. But if my opinion matters, if my suggestion matters, pick these up. These are gorgeous. These are absolutely beautiful. So well done by Aromatix, by French Avenue. I really like French Avenue. I need to do some videos for the other French Avenues that I have in my collection, because they've all been winners. I have not purchased one French Avenue so far that I've thought needed more work or wasn't that great. So yeah, Aromatix Royal Taboo by French Avenue. This is lovely. I really like it. I hope you're able to get your nose on it. I picked it up from Joma Shop. I'm not sure if they are the only ones selling it right now. Hopefully other retailers will pick it up as well. Highly recommend. Anyway, mi gente, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for listening to my opinion on this gorgeous fragrance. Please let me know if you've picked it up. Let me know what you think. Definitely a 10 out of 10 for me. Bueno, pues, I'm gonna let you go, and we will be chatting soon. I've got so many more things to talk about. As I said, my next video will be on Carnal Desire, another banger, another winner. Oh my goodness. These just make you happy. They're just so lovely. All right. Let me stop yapping. I hope you have a wonderful evening. We will chat soon. Se me cuidan. Take care of yourselves. Ciao.
I smell good. Yeah, I do. I smell good, and I want you to smell good too. So, niche designer, Middle Eastern perfumes. Here's my review.